After 13 years of exposing lies in the media, I discovered the biggest lie of all. They want you to think racism is random, accidental, just bad people doing bad things. But what if I told you anti-Black racism was engineered, programmed like software, marketed like a product, and designed to survive across generations? That's exactly what I prove in my new book, Us versus the Machine, How Anti-Black Racism Was Programmed, Marketed, and Made to Survive. This isn't another book about what racism looks like. This is the blueprint of how it was built, who profits from it, and most importantly, how to dismantle it. I spent years connecting dots that they never wanted connected, following money trails they thought were buried, exposing the machine that runs on our oppression. Knowledge is power, but strategic knowledge is liberation. Get Us versus the Machine on Amazon today, because once you understand the system, you can beat the system.
What if I told you there's a news platform made just for us? Unfiltered, unapologetic, telling our stories from Africa and the diaspora. The African Diaspora News Channel app keeps you informed and empowered from wherever you are at any time. Don't just watch, join the movement. Download the app now and stay connected to the news that matters.
Peace, family. My name is Vicky Dillard for African Diaspora News Channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. As you come in, be sure to come in, giving us a big thumbs up, and share the broadcast in modern media, family, especially alternative online media, digital media. When you do that, when you engage, it helps to generate notifications so that other folks will know that we're here. How many of you all know that when you're speaking for issues like ours, the powers that shouldn't be, mainstream media, and them folks don't push issues that are specific and central to us, right? So we have to be intentional about ensuring that we promote our own topics, because we serve as a counter voice to their wide and global media apparatus. Yes, so thank you so much for doing that, beloved family. Boy, did we have a doozy. Now, of course, I have so many wonderful, lovely colleagues here on the African Diaspora News Channel. Of course, you all know that we're not only on this channel on social media, but we also have our own app. So make sure that every place where you can download the app, you do that, because our voices matter in those spaces and places, and we have greater control. I know some of you are like, well, Vicky, why don't you just say the word? Why don't you just be more specific on this, that, and the third? Well, beloved, let me tell you something. When we, and certainly myself for years on multiple networks, on multiple platforms, that's how some of you all know me from different places I've been on over the years. Why has the plight of Black folks, specifically Black Americans, and by extension, the Black diaspora, been a major focus of mine for years? The rise of the Black African melanated diaspora around the world, the rise of what's known as the global South, and most appropriately, as many would say, the global majority, that's the more melanated people of the planet. The rise of those individuals, of course, Russia is one of the few exceptions as a part of the global South. It serves, beloved, as an extraordinary sign. I've been prophetically saying this for a long time now, because I'm a spiritual teacher, as well as doing political commentary. I have said for years that there is a changing of the gods and goddesses, and there's a changing of the guards. That is to say, on a divine, spiritual, unseen level, there's something happening. But on earth, there's something happening. And it is absolutely undeniable. And we see this demonstrated, expressed in no better way, are y'all listening, than the memorial of Charlie Kirk. You see people are suffering from amnesia, trying to revise his very anti-Black commentary and stance and history. Of course, you know, Black folks, especially in America, we are, and listen real good, the sweetest, kindest, most empathetic, most sympathetic people on the planet, because you don't know too many other people that stays amongst their enemies. And while we're trying to use the same bathroom facilities because we want to check out a book, because we want to go to the same schools, you take us out. You violate our mothers and fathers. You consume, literally, family, Black body parts in the name of your Christian Jesus. And many of the things that you did to us, the Calvaries, as I call them in the United States, that's all over the United States. You're talking about some man named Jesus over there somewhere in the Middle East that you ain't met from 2,000 years ago. But we have proof and records that some of our aunties, our uncles, our mamas, our fathers, our neighbors, somebody's family members that we can trace. There's a Calvary in our backyard. And guess what? Their bodies are not intact. And those that you call now your brothers and sisters in Christ, consume them. Often on the Lord's day. Why am I bringing this up? We stayed in the presence of these very individuals while you destroyed us in the most unimaginable ways. And then when we call you out for saying what you said, you want to turn around and play victim? You got us messed up. Telling the truth about you is not disrespect. And of course, you know that. But because you want to stay, watch this, concealed, because you want to stay hidden, you want to now censor truths that was said about you. But this is the power of the Black voice like ours that's telling you all, we don't have to disrespect nobody, but we're going to tell the truth. As it's written, my people perish for lack of knowledge. I said all that to say, when I made the issue about our people, you see exactly why through the memorial of this Charlie Kirk dude. I want the team to get ready to show you a clip. When Charlie Kirk was taken out, regardless, because there's a lot of speculation, people are saying this guy didn't do it by himself. Some folks saying that there are foreign entities that's involved in it. I believe that there may be some truth to all that. But regardless to whether you talk about one individual disturbed young white boy, or whether you talking about Apex buddies, we're not going to get into details of that. Don't get mad, family. They still them folks. That's y'all's folks. You see what I'm saying? Y'all see how they try to change the name of people? See, that's why we tell you to be B1 and not D1. B1 means Black first. I came up with don't be D1, which is Democrat first, because so many of our people are that. I don't care if you're Republican or whatever. Don't be R1, B1, D1. Don't put your religion, your socio-political class above me in Black first. You know why? Because every time you associate yourself more with the group based on one of those labels, you allow the white supremacists to hide behind that. See, the reason why the Democrats let Joe Biden get away with a lot of anti-Black legislation is because he was Democrat. So y'all say, oh, he a Democrat. So you excuse his racism. You love Bill Clinton because he was a Democrat. So you excuse his racism. But you can see Trump's and them folks and George Bush and the rest of them real clear. But when you associate with the political party, you excuse what you ought not excuse. See, when you share the same religion, when you see your religious folks being anti-Black and oppressive, you will say, but that's my brother and sister in Christ. No, you can't talk about them folks doing that stuff because they the chosen. See, that's the danger of it. You become blind. Now that I did my little sermon for the opening, keep that in mind. So, as the powers that shouldn't be, them folks do, they try to change their records because it exposes who they really are historically. Of course, we're not delusional. We know what we're talking about over here, baby, when we call out them folks. Watch this. Without getting into too much detail, I want y'all to watch It's real short. So y'all know Vicky gonna have to do some follow-ups on this because this is too rich. Just this one clip, I can do about 15 broadcasts. What am I talking about? The team is getting ready to show for you right now here in just a moment. And y'all be sure to hit that thumbs up button, share. How many of y'all know who Stephen Miller is? Stephen Miller, amongst many others that attended Charlie Kirk's memorial. Yes, the memorial. So you're supposed to be sitting here remembering the deceased, Charlie Kirk. But they are using this for political and geopolitical reasons. So that's why you can't be silly, family. That's why we got to be knowledgeable about who these folks are. Watch these. So Stephen Miller, who is the deputy chief of staff for the White House, in case you don't know who he is. He has a long history of racism amongst Black folks, most especially, and then and other groups of people, right? That's not white, right? Well, he's speaking at Charlie Kirk's memorial service. Y'all, of course, I can't let you watch the whole thing right now. That's why I got to do part 2 on this some point this week. Y'all watch this short, brief clip on what he said. Now, he's supposed to be honoring Charlie Kirk, but he's going to invoke Charlie Kirk's wife and some very weird statements about Greece and Rome and stuff. Watch this, y'all.
When I see Erica and her strength and her courage, I'm reminded of a famous expression. The storm whispers to the warrior that you cannot withstand my strength. And the warrior whispers back, I am the storm. Erica is the storm. We are the storm. And our enemies cannot comprehend our strength, our determination, our resolve, our passion. Our lineage and our legacy hails back to Athens, to Rome, to Philadelphia, to Monticello. Our ancestors built the cities. They produced the art and architecture. They built the industry. Erica stands on the shoulders of thousands of years of warriors, of women who raised up families, raised up city, raised up industry, raised up civilization, who pulled us out of the caves and the darkness into the light. The light will defeat the dark. We will prevail over the forces of wickedness and evil.
What? Yo, the Mississippi is coming out. Just don't even comment about it. It's going to come out. Because this, you can't be normal and professional. We can't act like we're the losing mainstream media that don't have no voice and respect and faith no more in the people. What? I said, what? Vicky, what you talking about? Vicky. I'm going to go out of order. Before I show you this, before I move, because I ain't got but a minute left, couple minutes left. Before I move on, that's why I got to do part 2 on this week. Look, at the end of that clip, did you hear him say they pulled us out of what? What they pulled us out of? He said they was pulled out of what? What my class said. Did he say they pulled them out of something that started with a C? Somebody put a camping tent in the chat. Y'all, what'd he say? I thought we was, wait, why did he say this in the public space? Did he say that they pulled us out of the caves? Family! What? Did he say, wait a minute, Erica, you're the storm. Karen, you're the storm. We're the storm. We whispered to the storm, told the storm, we're the warrior. Warrior back, storm. What? Y'all can, see, this is the problem when you laugh at Black media. Y'all sit up here talking about, Vicky, why they passed the legislation in America about a foreign nation? Because they white. Y'all call them by another name, but they still white people. You see? White systems. What is he? I thought we supposed to be talking about Charlie. I don't even fool with that dude, Charlie. Charlie is an anathema to black people, to black agenda, to black life. But at least talk about the dude at the man's memorial. What is he talking about? Listen to what he said, y'all. Why y'all talking about black lineage, black history? Why y'all talking about what y'all created? Why y'all talking about the truth? Did you hear what he said? He said they were the ones whose lineage, he said our lineage goes back thousands of years. Okay. I thought we were at Charlie's memorial. You're calling his wife Erica the Storm. You said Erica stands on the back, on the shoulders of warriors from thousands of years. You said that Erica, and you talked about the women that raised y'all. Y'all, we got to watch it, play back the clip later. You trying to say white women pulled y'all out the caves and helped with similar? No, baby, no. See, this is why you got to have the Vicky Dillards of the world to tell you when we're pointing out the truth, is because this is what they have energy on, live off of, because them folks is doing, they plotting an agenda behind the scenes about history. I do spiritual talks, family, because do you all understand that they're making mischief with the word? This too deep for some of y'all, what I'm about to say. So go to Vicky Diller Mystery School and join my class. But they're actually trying to change prophecy. Oh, Vicky, why you say that? I got to hit the gavel on that. If you don't know, the Vicky Show is the home of the hand claps and the gavel raps. Yeah. They trying to make war with the word. Why do you think the media uses the phrase war words? I don't care what your religion is. All religions, whether through prayers, through mantras, through whatever spiritual ritual and routine, if it's official, ancient black spiritual system, if it's a religious system, whatever it is, they always in some way, form, or fashion put an emphasis on the word. Do you understand what these folks are doing? He said Erica, the white woman, wife of Charlie Kirk, is the storm. I thought we supposed to be letting that white lady grieve. Do you see how they're weaponizing their woman? Vicky, please stop hollering this hard on the African Diaspora News Channel. I got to do this on one of the other platforms I'm on, because I'll be trying to really put it together, because I know the world be watching over here, and y'all be trying to judge my Mississippi. He is weaponizing a woman for their agenda, and she's letting them. Ain't got time to go there yet, because I saw a part of her address. Child, I thought I thought y'all probably be grieving the man. I thought this about Charlie. How this memorial got to do, what this got to do with what he say? Our enemies, our lineage go back thousands of years. What he say? Vicky's not saying this. He said it go back to what? Athens. Y'all, he said Rome, Philadelphia, Monticello. What he say? He said we built civilization. He said we built the architecture. And then he flipped it and said what? Trying to intimate that the white woman, their mama, they pulled us out the caves. No, wait. How you do architect lineage, Athens, Greece, and then caves? How did it go like? How did it go like? Why is he saying? Why is the deputy White House? Yo, we can't get deep right now. We gotta just go with what he said. Why y'all don't understand what we doing over here in these spaces? Now y'all understand why we people, Vicky, why don't you just straight up say it? Why you gotta do a special webinar to go in on them? Child, because they plotting, telling the truth. We don't have to physically attack them folks. The truth is a weapon of its own. They're making war with the word to play out their agenda. Now, why am I emphasizing this? Y'all, I got to go here in a minute. Y'all better stay tuned this week. I'm going to confirm this week when I go live again. But just know, whatever the title is, I'm going to make sure to do part 2. I'm not going to leave y'all hanging one way or another. If it's this week or next week, y'all sisters with the credit phrase going to do a part 2. And it's going to be fast because I could be doing like 15, 13 years worth of work on just this clip. Watch this. He is sitting there weaponizing a white woman. And he's sitting there talking about this, her enemies, calling her a warrior in the storm and all that. She's standing on the shoulders of thousands of years, shoulders of warriors, all that. Girl, child, boy, stop, look. And then talking about they came out, y'all done pulled us out of the cage. Okay. Look out, come here. You better ask yourself, why is he talking about international stuff? Ancient civilizations, the white woman, caves, balled up all at Charlie Kirk's memorial. I thought we probably be talking about this man, Charlie. Watch this. Y'all better watch. Stephen Miller said, what? Our enemies. Talking about we. No, who is we? What's the who? Who what? Wait, what did I say in the beginning of the broadcast? I said, they had already told us that this Tyler dude is the one that they said that they trying to say is responsible for his deletion, right? Now, there's a lot of voices out there that's disagreeing because it's a lot of suspicious stuff. This ain't Vicky talking. This ain't African Diaspora talking. This ain't just black media talking. Guess who else just came out with a statement? The FBI director, Kash Patel, the one who from India, they got a suspect relationship and people saying his eyes be going in different directions. Him, he came out on Twitter and said that they finna double down on the investigation with the FBI because of some inconsistencies. Because guess what? White folk ain't believing, the white folks is not believing the stuff. So we ain't going there right now. So don't get mad at us, family. Don't get mad at me telling us some Vicky, you ain't doing it. No. It's the reason we say only so much. Look, but just know this. Regardless if it's a person or a nation or a group or them folks, whatever it is, they white people. So what is Stephen Miller talking about? Y'all and our enemies. That's them. That's y'all. That's your people. That's you. But when this happened, what did the white folks do? They started threatening HBCUs, didn't they? They started looking for black people when all the evidence came out. We know it's y'all because what did the government official that came out and said 5 minutes after, I'm exaggerating when I say 5 minutes. What did he come out and say a few minutes after Charlie Kirk's deletion? He said, I was wishing that it was a foreigner that did this. But it's one of us. Don't take Vicky's word. Y'all said it's one of us. And then y'all tried to flip it and start attacking black people. Y'all see what's wrong? Why y'all do that? The man said he was praying. Y'all, I'm not lying. Oh my, I didn't get the team. I should have asked Brother Phil to have a team that had this ready. Y'all, I was not thinking in advance because I was not expecting to say this. Y'all think I'm lying? What did the man say? How long he said he prayed? Didn't he say he prayed for 33 hours? Y'all, I should have had them get that article ready. He said the man said he prayed 33 hours when he was waiting for the police to finish the investigation. He said he prayed for 33 hours. I don't want to make up the time, but I think it's about 33 hours. He said he was praying, hoping it wasn't him. He was hoping that it was a foreigner that was going to come out, that was going to be able to blame them for it. That's what the man, didn't he say that? He said it out loud, y'all, that he was hoping that it wasn't no one of them white people that mean. Y'all think this a game in here, don't you? I'm bringing this up because you got to say to yourself, who is Stephen Miller talking about when this y'all that did it? Is y'all under the name MAGA, Trump supporter? I don't care if he's a liberal supporter. I don't care if he's from a foreign country, if he's APAC and them folks. It's y'all. It's still y'all. But y'all trying to flip it and make it about black folks and secretly use this to come against us. Y'all see how they do? Keep that in mind. I had the high privilege, family, a few years ago. I want the team to get the next video up because my time is up. I got to go in 3 minutes. Y'all watch this. Before I go, stay tuned for part 2. July 4th, 2020. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan did an address to the world called The Criterion. Guess who got a direct invitation from his office to attend in person in his garden? Guess who went there along with my assistant and attended this very speech that was several hours long? Me. I had the very high privilege of getting a direct invitation from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan's office to attend. And that because I had some medical challenges and all this other kind of stuff, I really wasn't doing any traveling. I hadn't been traveling for many years at that time. But I made the exception at that time to go as long as, certain medical conditions were done. They were willing to do that. They allowed my assistant to come with me. I was there in person during this brief clip that you're getting ready to watch. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan in the Michigan farm on July 4, 2020, this address he gave to the whole wide world. I was in attendance live there. High privilege, very high privilege, one of the high privileges of my life. And he made this statement during that several hour long speech about them folks that's trying to not slick even, they straight up saying who they going after, right? That's threatening us, trying to come in our neighborhoods to destroy us, using the jump out boys, the law enforcement. I want to remind you all of just a very brief, only a few seconds, a brief clip of something the Honorable Louis Minister Farrakhan said, warning the Stephen Millers of the world, the group that love Charlie Kirk and them, Trump and them, all them. He warned them already about what they bet not do. Not better not. Vicky, speak English. No, baby. This is from the dictionary, not the dictionary, from the dictionary. Mr. Farrakhan warned them folks what they bet not do. What he warned them? Watch this clip.
Why are the police quitting now? You should all quit. Because if your presence there thinks that you're going to come into the black community and do what you've been doing, you better quit. The jump out boys better stay in the white community. Don't come where we live and jump out, because you may never get back in. Real talk now. We can't take it no more. We won't take it anymore.
Yeah. What did he say? Because the minister talked about international stuff and that I told you was several hours long. But the part that's most relevant in this moment right now, don't you think of, yeah, you bet not. Somebody put bet not, B-E-T, not better not. No, you bet not. That's from the dictionary, not the dictionary. The dictionary is my book of words. Somebody said, y'all bet not. Mr. Farrakhan said, keep them jump out boys over in your community. I'm being silly today, even though this is real serious. It's so serious that Stephen Miller didn't even stay focused, even if he was going to talk about the anti-black stuff that Charlie Kirk said about us. He made it about civilization and caves and thousands of year lineage. He said Erica, his wife, she the storm. She's standing on the shoulders of warriors over thousands of years. Sir, look, what's part 2 going to be about? I'm going to ask the team to please, when I do it later this week, probably tomorrow, y'all stay tuned. Y'all be sure to share this broadcast. Hit that thumbs up button, share. What I'm going to talk about. See, I didn't even get the team to get this ready. I'm pulling this up right now. I'm not going to pull it on the screen, but look, I just want you to know where I'm going with this. I got to show you where I'm going with this because I got to be professional on the African Diaspora News Channel. This article about the women KKK. Yes, baby. Yes. While he's sitting there trying to weaponize Erica, y'all don't see the reenactment, what they doing. What's the WKKK, Vicky? How many of y'all seen my coverage in the past few years here on the African Diaspora News Channel? It's always a reason when I discuss stuff, you better watch it. Spirit be trying to give us a heads up and y'all be sitting up there just in la-la land like you don't know what's going on. Y'all, I was looking at them folks' comments about Miller, and I saw Brother Field talked about that. I didn't get a chance to watch all of Brother Field. As soon as I saw his title, I busted. I said, oh, I know he going in. I didn't even get to watch the whole thing. I had some technical stuff, the business people's here, maintenance folks, internet people's here. I was laughing so hard because I said, brother, I know whatever he talking about is he going in. Look, they trying to weaponize that white woman. Y'all probably like, well, what they got to do? Let me help you understand something. White supremacy is nothing with just the man. The WKKK, which stands for what? Women Ku Klux Klan. They were the ones that inculcated white supremacy in a way that their men never could. They were the most dangerous. So when he invokes, y'all supposed to be sitting there giving her Kleenex for crying over her husband. But y'all ready to go to war? Y'all see how y'all better wake up, black family, and smell the begonias? I'm going to go there, part 2. So y'all better not miss it, okay? I'm going to explain to you why he's sitting there invoking Athens in Greece and white women at Charlie Kirk's thing. But Minister Farrakhan and I already told y'all, whatever y'all plotting, you just better stay out of our communities. Stay tuned for part 2. My name is Vicky Dillard. Beloved, be sure to go to my website at vickyplanet.com to learn more about my school products and services. Do not miss Brother Phil's live tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. Of course, be sure to support my other colleagues here on the network. Download the app. I can't wait to